Started it this time. You can now from here. Right backwards triggers a headache with me. Real easy. Everyone knows that. But one lazy person wouldn't listen to me at all until I showed him a lesson. And I told him a headache means trouble for me. That ain't a joke. And this makes Walkersville Road crossing lead crossing on the return. 923 will lead the contest back. There's a certain O-scale diesel I'm after. Again, this is... We follow these old phone poles. These old-fashioned telephone poles for power line. They're old and can't be, some of them are still used. Remote areas. You gotta expect that with them. They don't know any better. There's a lot of behaviors you just have to expect from children because they don't know any better. Over here stands a grand post. It appears that it used to be a small abutment or something. This used to be an old box. Okay, Walkersville Road crossing, lead crossing. Mill Road crossing. That light rail horn on that old caboose. You can't help calling it the light rail horn. It sounds like one, pretty much. I'm not mistaken. It came from either a truck or an old light rail car, they told me. They ain't kidding. This guy is also really smart. Up ahead, on my side, he's got a United States flag. Pretty clever, I'd say, in my opinion. Because what if you have somebody who was at war, and yes, don't forget anyone who was killed in the line of duty. So we call it. Okay, light rail horn at Walkersville Road crossing. That's a light rail horn. is what they call it. Yep, Spring Break Avenue crossing. You can clearly see US 15 from here. Our next crossing up Harmony Grove Shelter. Next comes a private crossing, which is really an industry crossing. Usually it's backup only. That's what I've seen. Because one of the other roads was closed for repairs. Again, back restarted. We passed the old brick one-story home with basement. That's what we call it. Yeah, one-story with basement is what we call it. And a detached garage set. Down. There's another old box. Up ahead comes the biggest crossing of the lot, Knoxville Boulevard crossing. Down there would be our next crossing up is well, this has a vestibule. I ignored somebody I hated. They're like that all the time. They don't know any better. Here's Knox Boulevard crossing. This crossing is the biggest. That's traffic to you. That's to stop to give room. Sometimes these things don't cooperate as intended, and they have to get in there and look at it. And once again, is the park and ride for near the crossing. I tend to position here because it's the easiest one to get to. Easiest with a lot for me, just so we don't make any mistakes. Sometimes they position a truck here for a few days because they can't move. That way they can get a service guy in and help a little easier. As long as it doesn't say no trucks allowed. Now just ahead will be, once again, Tuscarora Creek Bridge. As we are going to cross the old bridge. This time it's tickets, please. And there it is, Tuscarora Creek. Below us. My arm, if you... Arm's extended for you. It has to be extended as it goes through.
Is that the protocol?
My fancy saying is extended because it helps. It helps me get it a little easier. Next stop, up next will be the biggest bridge of all. The Walkersville River. This is the biggest bridge on the line. Knox River up next. Right, Sean.
Thank you. Is this your first time riding the train?
I've done this for a long time.
I figured that.
Both of us have.
That's good though. Glad y'all are here.
There it is. Knox River. Biggest, which is a pretty big river. It's not as big as the Potomac River.
Very nice.
But
Hey, I'm so sorry. My husband has artillery pocket, and he's on the open air. Not the man that's on the phone, the other man. He has all 4 of our tickets.
don't worry, they understand.
So everybody keep together.
Yeah, and I have.
What you should do is let them know that happens.
Yes.
Let,
Yeah, he has a. Yeah, he has a.
last thing you want is a penalty. You see. Those we cleared the bridge.
Oh, no, not, yeah. No, my husband.
Heading back to where we started.
Yeah, we have a side. Yep. He has a pocket. Sorry about that.
Over here, on this end, as we cleared the bridge, we once again will clear the old industry at Fountain Rock Road Crossing. And reach back to back. Next up, industry side with an old open top, with an open cup, with a very old covered hopper there. The covered hopper would be in, and here it is now. This old siding is where they sometimes have to position stuff. And there's an old split switch derailleur. The derailleur is that device used to keep runaway cars off the main. Don't want to have those going racing down the hill out of control. That's dangerous.
What's dangerous?
Having freight cars go racing down the grade out of control.
A grade, like a slope?
Yeah.
Why can they derail?
Yeah, they could knock something off the rails too.
Really?
That's why they got the derailleur. The device that is used to help stop downhill runaways.
So when was it that you scared that Betty transit driver with the CXX?
CSX locomotive 8511.
85. That was 2015, you said?
Correct.
The horn was 35 ST or
RS5T.
RS5T? RS5T.
The loudest of Leslie horns in the world.
Why was it Leslie ones?
on CSX that I've ever heard. This is that, once again, the end of the street crossing. Just not too far after will be for here. Retreat Road crossing. Where you see those trees and farm equipment is where Retreat Road crossing is located. Although some of this stuff you can't see very well, it's there nonetheless. Can't see very well.
RX 51.
Next up, just ahead, Retreat Road crossing. But there is a farm crossing now, which is sometimes you hear horn and bell, but sometimes the only noise there is the bell. And there's a reason. Don't want to set that farmer off. He might, and he or she, they might pay you back. And we know what they'll do if we're not careful. Either come running out with something dangerous or worse. You're like, oh no you don't. Now we're about 7. Now we're about up ahead. Them old silos, them old water towers, whatever they are.
Water towers are blue, silos are gray.
Yeah, brown. Yeah, these big blue. I know that for a fact because my great grandfather told me that. Just ahead stands Retreat Road crossing. There it is, Retreat Road. Oh, yes. That's a mystery.
Guess a lot of people didn't want to come out in this weather today to ride a train.
Maybe. This weather was not the best, but I don't use that as an excuse. Unless you're sick or have an emergency. Because you're sick, never take chances.
What was Luke doing with the train today? Brakeman or
Fireman.
fireman? Oh, really?
Yep. That means he would be on 920.
What? I can't hear.
He's the one that blows that big air horn on that caboose.
Fireman that blows
Yes.
the air horn.
Yeah. And there's a reason. The driver can't see from the turn.
Oh, yeah. Because
So that's what this is for.
the air horn for going the other way.
Correct.
Might get cross it, so
That's a light rail horn on that thing. And I think every light rail train should have it.
yeah. Yeah.
Not an electronic, it ain't big enough. After this, now there's an old, up ahead stands an old farm. Yeah, those are definitely growing some stuff already. Generally, they would be there's a bluebird. farm crossing. And there it is. And here it is now. Almost there. I just almost. There's some more rotten. Well, from here will be this tree line. The tree line guides us to an empty field. Yes. Next up, Fat Rock Road crossing. Fat Rock Road crossing. Well, too long, short and long. Or else whack. Yeah, you don't see them trains coming, then whack. You see, that's the last thing you want. Keep out of their way. This set of wheels, highest priority. I'm not kidding. See how you can tell it's a mechanical bell here? Sounds mechanical, doesn't it? Which means you may not move until this train has cleared. See that? I don't have a choice but to say you may not move until it's clear. And this is Fountain Rock Park. Excuse me, that's a kiln. A real kiln. Which will be just ahead. Stands up. Up hard. There's that one up ahead. Ow. Up ahead is Fountain Rock. This is Fountain Rock Park. And up ahead would be the lime kiln itself. The lime kiln itself would be up here. It's a little further ahead. On this side. You can barely tell currently, but just beyond these sets of trees here. And that, it's something that's brick. Or stones, whatever it is, pending the circumstances. And this big stone thing is that lime kiln. This is what they used in the old days. For the industries. And they preserved it for a heritage purpose. Good thing. Sadly, most of the things are not seen much anymore. Sadly. Fire Department and Walkersville Community Park. So over here, right hand side, Walkersville High, Middle, and Elementary.
Happens if we forget our tickets? Do we get arrested? Or?
It depends on circumstances. Well, if the system's not working, that's one thing.
The system.
If the computer system that you use to book it is out of order, that's different.
Out of order.
If it is, they'll understand.
The ticket system's out of order or something?
They said if.
If.
That's the only exception. Or if it's accident, or if you're in the, and yes, if one person has it, that group.
Or someone else has your ticket.
Correct. Other than that, you'd be in deep ranging from a hefty fine. It would range from that to a year in jail.
A year in jail?
That's what I've been told.
And they don't do that anymore.
What is this ticket system exactly? Like something that scans tickets?
It's online because I recommend booking it online because they sell out super quick.
Oh, okay.
That's how I do it. And the last time when they were, and it is sometimes hard. There was one time they were out in the machine. There was time to.
Well, this is pretty hard.
This is Walkersville Community Park. Up ahead. And they call it Walkersville Community Park because you just can't help it. As you can see clearly, they got a group of people in that park through here. Finally. Community Park Crossing. That's what this is. It says right there, no private vehicles of any kind. See that? That means nothing bigger than a bike.
Party in the rain.
Well, sometimes they have to do that, as long as it's under a canopy, like that pavilion. That pavilion's one thing.
Apparently the sky's supposed to be like this all week according to the weather app.
Rat. As I said. That means, aw man, that's just great. Yes, but now, we used to this smaller crossing here, which is just a pathway that leads to them, that leads to the park. And that's how it works. We're nearly there. Back where we started. When we pass Tucker Siding, I know we're close. Which will be the one on this side, closest to our position. Up ahead will be Tucker Siding. Yeah, we still have this siding ahead. Once we pass Tucker Siding, I know we're there. 10 more. Just a few more. That's a couple hundred yards to go. siding here. There'll be Tucker siding here. That is an old former CSX maintenance devices in here. Yes. These are repair guys. Originally, they wanted to have this one if it had this yellow Plymouth diesel, Davenport diesel, I mean, 3, which is the number. But sadly, there was nothing they could have done about it. Spare truck. And last but not, there's our former CSX maintenance device. Former maintenance. 3 more to go. Finally comes. Last but not least is this coupons here. We're now back where we started. We are now back where we started. A little bit more. 10 inches. 5 more inches. You gotta expect that. They're just wild. I just expect that.
Have you actually been to Topsail?
Yes. That's where my parents have a beach condo.
Oh, beach condo?
Yes, down there.
How long have they owned that condo for?
We use it for
No, how long have they had it for?
a couple of years. 2 now. Not so fast. Slowing.
I applied for a job here once. They didn't hire me for it.
I'll show them out.
Hercules Iron Effects.
10 more inches.
So we're at the station.
Yeah, we'll emerge. Or we'll exit this train. 10 more inches.
What was that tunnel you were talking about?
5
The Sandy
inches.
Patch Tunnel?
Sand patch.
Sand Patch. Okay. I almost had it.
1 mile long it is. If you kind of clip at both ends. Now we're in position.